I had an interesting experience. A number of years ago, I did a show for an hour special for PBS on what I call moral imagination, in which I tried to share a whole bunch of different lessons that people could incorporate into their daily lives. And at one point I said to the woman who was producing it, if everything else I said was forgotten except for this lesson, it would be sufficient, dayenu, to draw from the Passover I got, it would be enough for me. And that is this lesson, that parents should reserve the highest praise of their children for when their children do kind acts. Children generally get their highest praise for one of four things: for their academic achievements, my son Sean is so brilliant; for their athletic abilities; for their cultural achievements, their musical playing abilities; and in the case of girls, generally for their looks. A child who gets his or her highest compliments for one of those things is pleased. We all know that people need all the compliments and support they can get. But underlying it is also the feeling that parental love is somewhat dependent and influenced by a child's accomplishments. And it's good therefore to compliment for those things, but if we reserve the highest praise of children for when they do kind acts, we'd raise a generation of people who most loved themselves when they were doing kind things. That's why it would be so transformative. In the absence of that, we end up in a society where when a parent says, oh, my so-and-so is a good kid, it's almost made to sound like it's insignificant and not important. But it is the most important thing. So if I could change one thing in American life and in Jewish life, if I could find a foundation that wanted to support one project, I'd love it to be a project that would influence parents to raise a generation of people who were praised and received their highest praise for when they did kind acts. Within a matter of years, it would start to have a transformative effect, and within a matter of decades, it would be a tremendous effect, because as I put it, people would most love themselves and feel best about themselves when they were doing kind deeds.